Hello, everybody, and welcome to Eat, Sleep, List. It is Fun List Friday, and today it's National Cereal Day. So naturally, we're going to make a cereal list. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so as we have all grown older, grown wiser, I think everybody's pretty aware how not good breakfast cereal is for us. But I want us to look at breakfast cereal for a few different reasons. All right, again, it's the holiday. I forgot what website I seen it on, but I knew as soon as I seen that it was a holiday, that today, March 7th, was National Cereal Day, that I had to do this. But I want us to look at how cereal brings people together. All right, I want to talk about the memories, the nostalgia that comes with it. I don't want to fixate on the grams of sugar or all the other crap that's get put into it. I don't want to look at this in a negative light. I want to be happy and positive about my memories surrounding breakfast cereal. I like this. I don't really eat breakfast cereal much anymore. A little bit here and there, but I have a lot of formed childhood memories surrounding breakfast cereal. I remember, waking up for school every single day and sitting at the table, reading the box. Right, this is pre-cell phones. Really didn't own a laptop until college, but just sitting at a table with my family, brothers, sister, mom and dad, and just eating cereal. It was the best part of starting every day. It really, truly was. Whether we were home, getting ready for school, getting ready on a Saturday for a sport. I used to love our cereal sit-downs in Disney. Like, I have very fond memories of bringing boxes upon boxes of cereal and a big old jug of milk to Disney World. And we'd stay at our resort, and every day we wake up, boom, there it is. This is what we got. And this is what we're going to eat every single day. I have very fond memories of doing that. It's kind of weird to think about, like, just eating and not having a cell phone, like, around you. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm trying to picture that. Like, it's such a foreign concept for me, like, now, because of just phone culture is so ingrained. But, like, wow, I literally just sat there and ate. I didn't scrolling on my phone. Saturday morning cartoons were made better with a bowl of cereal. It just was. Sitting around, like, waking up. Like, Saturdays were one of the few days that, like, okay, the TV is yours. Saturday mornings especially. Okay, you can have the TV. Like, here, cartoons, whatever we're watching, and eating a nice bowl of cereal, whatever the heck it was. Reading the box, right? There was so much fun stuff. Some of the boxes, there's always stuff to read. Sometimes you read it over and over and over again. Some of the boxes had different, different games you could play, different things. But there was always, like, that was my pre-cell phone entertainment, was reading cereal boxes at breakfast. It was just some very fun memories. I have fun times mixing and matching, right? There wasn't a whole lot of one cereal and just mixing it with another and finding all sorts of cool combinations. And this is why I loved. I had friends who owned a restaurant called Pop Rock in Rochester. It was a cereal bar. You kind of go there and you can mix and match cereals, get a bowl, and they all sorts of crazy cool combinations. And it was like this is cool. Like, the cereal, there's a fun culture following behind it. I don't believe it's open anymore. Even if it is, my friends aren't a part of it, so therefore I don't go there. But cereal bars were just this crazy concept. But there's so much, just so many fun memories. Thinking about who you've had shared cereal with, right? Eating with cousins, friends, family. Sometimes it's the best part of traveling too. Like, any traveling, going to a hotel, continental breakfast, and just grabbing some cereal from it. I just get excited to see what the cereal selection is. But there's a lot of fun memories to be had surrounding breakfast cereal. Well, here we go. Some lessons from the list. I'm going to scrape to the bottom of the barrel again for this. All right. Yes, breakfast cereal is unhealthy, but eating with people is a wonderful means of communication and bonding. Um, everybody has like an attachment to a different cereal for maybe a variety of different reasons. But I've mentioned already just kind of discussing the list that I, I love remembering eating cereal with people. And it just seems so like, ugh, who loves remembering that? But like, I think of that stuff. I think of those trips to Disney. I think of, sleepovers at my cousin's house and waking up and having a nice bowl of Apple Jacks or something, and vice versa. This is all stuff that is important. It's important to look back and remember and have fun. Really, most importantly, just have fun and not to take things too seriously. Again, I could be negative about cereal. I could just harp on it, and just whine and complain about cereal and corporations and all that jazz. But I want to view stuff positively, and for myself, I have nothing but positive memories surrounding myself with people, with good people, around a bowl of cereal. All right, we are rocking and rolling. This is my top 10 favorite breakfast cereals list. Of course, I want to mention, this is not gospel. This is not the de facto list. This is my list of fun things that I remember. Hopefully, if you are following along and making a list alongside with me or on your own time, that some of these that I mentioned maybe jog some memories for you. Maybe you have a fond relationship with one of these cereals, a fond memory with somebody surrounding cereals. But yeah, very excited to make this list. And I'm getting a little hungry myself just thinking about it. All right, my number 10 is I have like two old person cereals that I have on my list. And I'm going to go frosted shredded wheat. As my appetite started to grow, as I was growing and my appetite really started to grow, I don't think there was a cereal that really filled me up quite like frosted shredded wheat. I never understood the never eat shredded wheat saying when talking about geography and direction and all that, but just those soaking them in milk, like this milk soaked cereal, and it just holds all of it. It was so filling, probably the most filling cereal I've ever had. Hands down. But frosted shredded wheat was legit. I know that there's been like a strawberry. I think there's been a strawberry frosted. There's probably been a couple other different flavors of frosted cereals, but just general frosted shredded wheat has been a good one. If I was back eating cereal regularly, I'd probably go to that because it was good. It's really good. And I'd even actually treat a lot of these cereals. I would treat with. I would take as snacks. Like I can eat them dry. Some of them you can. I think shredded wheat is definitely one of them that you can eat dry, but it is better just covered in milk. So that is my number 10. My number 9, Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles. I am a big Fruity Pebbles person. I prefer Fruity over cocoa. I used to love just how you could bunch up. It was almost like a contest for me. Just bunching up, see how many Fruity Pebbles I can actually just bunch up and get on my spoon and eat. It's just a satisfying, just really good one. I used to have like a snack for me was like a cup of cereal. I thought I was being so oh wow, this is a great invention. Fruity Pebbles is my favorite one, and I can't tell you how many cups my parents would just dried Fruity Pebbles stuck to the side of a cup. But that was one of my favorite snacks, a nice cup of cereal. And Fruity Pebbles was my favorite one to have at that. Just because there's so much. And I would just tear through it. It was so light, so good. This is not one of the ones I think you can have dry. But I will say this. I have there used to be a restaurant around here, a burger place called Rock Burger. I think my second or third cousin owned it, operated it. But they had a Fruity Pebble burger, and it was actually really, really good. So So yeah, mind blown, right? You're probably like, what? A Fruity Pebble burger? Yes, a Fruity Pebble burger inside, um, within the burger itself, and yeah, it was really good. So Fruity Pebbles, my number 9. Number 8, I have not had this cereal in a long time. In fact, some of them I really haven't. I haven't even seen this one in a long time. It might be out still, but Waffle Crisp. I'm a big waffle guy. That is my thing, and having a condensed waffle shape cereal thing to eat was delicious, and one of my favorite cereals growing up when I was young. I, I remember like there was like a two like there was a very like a 2-3 year stretch where they were there and then they just weren't. And I don't know if they were discontinued, how and why. I'm very curious about. But I feel like I've seen some ads recently popping up about them. But there was something about Waffle Crisp that I really enjoyed. It tasted like a waffle. I don't know how else to describe it. And it had fun shapes in it too. So Waffle Crisp is my number 8. Number 7. This one is this one definitely been discontinued. Buzz Blasts. Okay, so in 2001, 2, when Buzz Lightyear was really taking off, I think this was post Toy Story 2. They had the Buzz Lightyear cartoon. He was really becoming like this big face of Disney. And they released a cereal called Buzz Blasts, and it looked like it was like a green circle with like a little bit of red in it, and probably red dye. But it tasted like vanilla pudding. Like it was really weird. Maybe I'm describing it, the flavor wrong. It's been so long since I've had them, but it was a tremendous cereal. It really was a lot of loved it. Like that was, if I get to pick one cereal for its entire, when I was going to the grocery store with my mom, that was the one I would choose almost infinitely. My mom used to just buy boxes of this stuff. I remember going to Disney and we'd carry it around as snacks. We'd carry it around like that was like, okay, there's something to munch on. Because it was that good. It was more just one of those cereals where you can have without the milk on top and it's still just fine. So Buzz Blast comes in as my number 7. Number 6. This is another one that I haven't seen in a very long time, but one that was a fond part of my childhood, and it is called Grand Slams. And what they were these little corn puff cereal. They were like baseball shapes, and they kind of had baseball patterns on them. And then there was marshmallows that had different baseball things, right? I think the box was cooler. Like there was I used to get like the holographic like box, which was always nice. But I also played a lot of baseball when I was younger. Not that I loved it, but baseball was like a requirement. I played it for like 8 years, and I loved when baseball season hit. I want a box of Grand Slams. So that was that, and that was my number 6. Number 5, another one I haven't seen in a very long time. Oreo O's. Oreo O's. I think flavor-wise, this might be one of those this might be one of the best cereals of all time. It legit tastes like an Oreo cookie. Like something like the waffle one, like it kind of tastes like a waffle, even though I said it tasted just like a waffle. It kind of tasted like a waffle, but like Oreo O's, I felt like you were legit biting into an Oreo cookie. I don't know how they did it in those little rings, but it was amazing. It looked cool, and it tasted delicious. Like it was just it very like it was like heavy. Like I don't know if that's the best word to describe it. It felt like heavy. Like there was some weight to every single ring. Like there's another one that filled me up pretty good, but those disappeared. I don't know why. I have no idea why they disappeared. But Oreo O's comes into my number 5. Number 4. This might be the greatest cereal of all time. However, it is number 4 on my list for the fact that I have had it way too much, right? If you've had too much of something, you kind of get burned out on it. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it comes into my number 4. I remember first having this cereal when I was 5 or 6 years old. And I could not believe, just the mouth, my mouth is salivating a little bit just thinking about it. But it was a powerful moment, eating some cereal Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The cinnamon swirls left in your milk. I'm a big fan of milk residue. When it comes to cereal, like if it turns my milk different colors or adds some kind of effect, like that's pretty cool. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch has been that. It has been a household staple probably since I was 10, and it even still is now, even though I don't have cereal often myself. My wife tends to get a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch as often as she can. So that is my number 4. Number 3 is Golden Grams. This is another really good flavor one. The honey flavor, and the honey kick to it. It's really hard to describe how wonderful Golden Grams are. It really is, but they are wonderful. They are a delicious cereal. Probably, flavor-wise, it is one of the best, hands down. And seemingly, it always seems like it's hard to find, too. But if I was in a grocery store right now and could grab a box of Golden Grams, then I hands down would. That's my number 3. Number 2, Reese's Puffs. I'm a lover of peanut butter. I loved I was blown away the first time I seen a commercial for Reese's Puffs, and these things were very, very difficult to find. I didn't get them all the time because I think it was a little bit more expensive being a Reese's Hershey brand thing. But I have a memory from when I was in high school maybe, and there was no clean bowls. Or no, I was just really hungry. And I found, I used to love to find ridiculous sized things to eat stuff out of. And I found this gigantic bread pan that my mom had. I've never seen her use it. Or maybe it had been a while since I seen her use it. And I just filled it up with the Reese's Puffs and poured some milk on it. Just went to town. It probably cleared out about half or 3/4 of a box of Reese's Puffs. But I do adore that cereal. Reese's is my favorite. It is my favorite candy. And to have that mixed in as a cereal is just great. A couple years ago, they did an Easter one where it was the Easter bunny shaped Reese's Puffs, and I thought that was really brilliant and really delicious. But regardless, Reese's Puffs, number 2. And my number 1. I guess I kind of bookended this list with 2 old person cereals, but I love Raisin Bran. I get pissed off if I'm staying at a hotel and the continental breakfast does not have Raisin Bran in stock. All right, it legit bothers me. There's something about those crunchy flakes with a mouthful with some raisins. It's just the perfect balance. And big fan of the 2 scoops, right? Got to have 2 scoops of raisins in every box. I love the blend. It's really great in milk. And I think it's probably one of the healthier cereals that I put on this list. If you could say that any cereal is healthy, it's probably one of the healthier cereals you can have. I love Raisin Bran, and it took me a long time to love it. I had a friend in wrestling. I used to make fun of him for loving Raisin Bran, and shout out to my friend Bill. And I eventually came around to it, and he did let me have it. That used to make fun of me for it, but now you embrace it. But I do. I realize that Raisin Bran is the GOAT of cereals in my opinion. So there it is, everybody. The cereal list. Happy National Cereal Day. If you're watching this, go grab yourself a nice bowl of cereal. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Just pour it, put some milk in at your own risk, and just enjoy a nice bowl of cereal. Have a great weekend. We will be back Monday for Mirrorless Monday, and I can't wait to be back with you. Thank you all for your support over this last few weeks, and we're going to continue to build this thing into something really cool. Till next time, do you even list?